Part 2, evaluating the present. My name is Edwin Wanjura Kambo. I'm the president of OSCO, which stands for Ovaherero Speaking Community, a nonprofit organization based in the USA. Our organization objective is to promote the Herero culture, history, as well as engage in community projects both in Namibia and the USA. I'm tonight honored to present to you Chief Kambazembi of the Kambazembi Royal House. Chief Kambazembi is a direct descendant of the Herero Genocide. Chief Kambazembi also has a distinct, unique experience as a descendant of the Herero Genocide. Chief Kambazembi family, or his great-grandfather, was the chief of the area where the last battlefield took place between the Germans and Herero called Ohamakari. Chief also and his family have the unique experience of being a refugee after the genocide. His family fled to Botswana, so the chief parents, both his mother and his father, were born in Botswana, as well as the chief himself was born in Botswana. They immigrated back to Namibia when Chief Sam Kambazembi was 11 years old. So with no due delay, I will present to you Chief Kambazembi.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Director of Ceremony, for having said that. As you all heard, my name is Sam Kambazembi. I flew from Namibia for this event. This is a very historical event for me to be here this evening in Berlin, speaking about the current situation in my country. But let me first of all greet you all this evening, especially my paramount chief, who is amongst us, my fellow chiefs, Chief Hoveka and Kapia, and other traditional leaders who are here, my sisters, cousins from Namibia and all over the world, the Nama people from Namibia who are here, I'm greeting you with love from the bottom of my heart. And as well, Germans who are here, I'm also greeting you. Good evening. I would love to speak to you in German this evening, but unfortunately, I cannot speak German. So I hope my message will be clear to you in English. 112 years back, when your people came to our country, they found the Nama people in the south of the country and the Ovaherero in central Namibia to central north. That's where is the area where the Ovaherero were living. And to tell you the truth, the wealth then were measured by the number of cattle you own. In my clan alone, my great-grandfather, Kambazembi I, the chief, the German counted his cattle up to more than 60,000, and they stopped, meaning that he was a very wealthy man. But yet today, his great-grandchildren, including me, are living in poverty because of your ancestors. Shortly before genocide, our motherland Namibia has been subdivided in portion of land, and it has been fenced in portion of 5,000 hectares, 10,000 hectares, and this is called farms today. And most of them in the south have got Nama names. In central Namibia, have got Ovaherero names. And even our great-grandparents who died before your ancestors came are buried in those areas, and their graves are still there, clearly marked with their names and their dates of birth and death. Today, our people are driven in the desert, called reserves or homelands by your ancestors. 112 years after those deeds, our people are still living in poverty. Yet, your government, my message today is directly to you taxpayers, civil society of Germany, who are paying tax, whom your government, your money has been sent or sent every year to Namibia for development aid. Your government have representatives in that country, in our country, and they are supposed to report to you how your money is spent in Namibia. But the truth today is our people are still living in poverty. Your money are used to buy this land back from your brothers and sisters who are living in Namibia. Today we call them German-speaking Namibians. We live in harmony with them because 112 years after that deed, they became Namibians. We are brothers and sisters. But we did not forget what their ancestors did. I said we have been driven in the desert in places called reserves or homelands. But these places are now becoming to be small because we are expanding. Our mothers, our women are getting children, and we are increasing. Now, my message to you is, as leaders, we are telling our people every day to hold on, because as leaders, we are still trying to speak to your government as human beings. But 112 years after that deed, if your government do not want to listen to us, we won't have any choice than to do what is best to ourselves and to our people. 112 years before that deed, our own people, our relatives, Ovaherero and Namas, are still living in Botswana and South Africa. It was not their choice for them to be there. And it's not that they don't want to return to their motherland. They want to return, but there's no land for them to settle. Your money are used to buy this land back from your brothers and sisters, but yet our government is resettling people who never lost land on this land. It's a pity. I don't know whether your representative, Mr. Slager, and the predecessors are giving this information to you, because you are the one paying tax. Your money have been sent to Namibia as development aid. We are saying that we are telling our people day and night to hold on. The fortunate thing for us is we're trying to speak to you as human beings. I came especially to Berlin, Germany today. This is my first time here to see how you look like. I thought those Germans speaking in Namibia are like us because they are in Africa, in Namibia. I thought you are something else. But since yesterday that I'm here, I saw you are just a human being like us. But I wonder, you have ears, why don't you listen? Why don't you listen? My message to you today is that, fortunately, your people invaded our land, our belongings, but they did not bring them to Germany. Our land is still in Namibia. The cattle they have, they never go to Namibia with cattle from here. They took it by force from our ancestors, but those cattle are still in Namibia. We are still speaking as human beings. We are demanding that you come as government, we sit around the table, and we talk about this. If you don't want to listen, we will not speak, or we will not want to speak to you forever, not another 100 years to come. Nothing will prevent us, and I repeat, nothing will prevent us from taking our land back. Not your government, not our government, because when you took that land by force from our ancestors, there were no government. So the time will come that we will not be able to hold our people any longer. We'll take our land back. We'll take what is ours, including cattle and everything. Then it will be upon your government to see where are you going to settle your German-speaking people in our country. I think for today, I spoke as a chief. I'm not speaking politics here. That is the reality in our country. Today we have people who has been repatriated from Botswana to Namibia. They are living in the desert called the Gum. Their little cattle that they possess are dying every day because of poisonous plants and wild animals. Nobody is caring for them. Today I'm telling you this, directly speaking to you in Germany, in Berlin. Please help us to speak to your leaders. Help us to speak to your government. If they do not want to listen, you have the power as civil society, as Germans, people paying tax to your government, to tell them, to persuade them to do the right thing. Thank you very much.